to the video on dividing mixed numbers. So just like when we divide or multiply mixed numbers, we're going to do dividing mixed numbers the same, but we have to kiss it. So step one, what did we do when we multiplied mixed numbers? Think about that for a minute. What did we have to do? We first convert the mixed numbers to an improper fraction. Okay? One or both, how many ever mixed numbers we have. Then we kiss the problem. So we keep the first fraction, we switch the division to multiplication, and then we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we switch the second fraction. We then simplify, if we can, by using the commutative property. We multiply straight across, and then we simplify or convert back into a mixed number if needed, or if we can. We can't always do that, but if we can, we must do it. Okay, this is a lot of steps, but hopefully we're adding steps little by little as we're going through. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this first problem. So here we have a whole number. 2 is a whole number. That's also considered kind of like a mixed number. So I want you to imagine 2 wholes. So if I have 2 whole circles, okay, I have 2 wholes. So that would be the same thing as saying 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1 will still give me 2 wholes. All right, now I want you to imagine I have 2 circles again, and I want you to imagine a half. So if I only have a half, that means I only have a piece of a whole. So if I want to make this 2 into an improper fraction, because that's step 1 is making an improper fraction, I need to put 2 over 1. If I do it the other way, that means I only have a piece of a whole. I don't actually have a whole. All right, that was just for demonstration. All right, so now I have 2 over 1. I'm going to keep it, okay? Now I'm going to switch it and switch it. Okay, so now I have 2 times 4 is 8, 1 times 1 is 1, 8 divided by 1 is 8, which makes sense. So if I have my 2 wholes, and I divide it into fourths, okay, I have 8 1/4. So this is just like we did with the models. Okay, I have 8 1/4 and 2 wholes. All right, let's look at the next one. Now here it is written the other way. So I want you to imagine here, if I only have a half of something, so I don't have half, and I divide it into 2 pieces. So if I divide this into 2 pieces, what is the size of my pieces? I want you to think about that for a minute. What would the size of my pieces be if I divide it? All right? First thing I'm going to do is look at this 2 wholes, and I've got to make it an improper fraction. So I put the 1 under it. Remember, you always have to make them improper if it's a mixed number or a whole number. So I have 1/2. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to switch it, and I'm going to switch it. Okay, and I end up with 1/4. And if you look at this model over here, that makes sense. If I have a half and I divide it into 2 pieces, I have a 1/4 and a 1/4. And I have 2 of those. I have 2/4. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, the next one. My step 1 is convert it into an improper fraction. So I do 2 times 1 plus 1. All right, that's going to give me 3 halves. Okay, then I have divided by 1/4. All right, now that I've converted it, I have to kiss it. So it's 3 halves times 4 over 1. Now here I can simplify. So I can make this a 1 and make this a 2. And I end up with 6 over 1. 6 divided by 1 is 6. Okay? If you need to, go ahead and pause the video. right, let's look at the next one. Again, I have to make it improper. So 4 times 1 plus 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7 over 4. And then, okay, so 7/4 divided by 1/8. Now I'm going to keep it, switch it, switch it. Okay, again, I can simplify. Okay? 7 times 2 is 14. 1 times 1 is 1. 14 divided by 1 is 14. All right, let's see what this would look like in a model form. So if I was to model this, so there's my one whole, here's my second whole. All right, so I'm going to divide each one into 4 pieces. Okay. Okay, so I've divided these 2 wholes into fourths. And I'm going to get rid of 1/4 because I only have 1 3/4. All right, now what I'm going to do is divide these into eighths. Okay, so I've got 8 pieces. I would divide this one into eighths. And I would count up how many eighths I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 eighths. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, so the first step, I have to make them improper. So 4 times, oops, sorry, I started in the wrong place. I have 2 times 4 plus 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so I have 9 halves, divided by 4 times 1 plus 1, I have 5/4. Okay, now I have to keep it switch. Okay, I can simplify, so right here, the 4 and 2, so it would be 4 over 2, would be 2 over 1, so I'm going to make that a 2, make that a 1. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 times 5 is 5. Now I need to simplify this because this is an improper fraction. So 5 goes into 18 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15, and I have a remainder of 3. So my answer is 3 3/5. Okay, 3 3/5. All right, pause the video here if you need to. All right, so what I want you to do here is I want you to pause the video and I want you to try this problem. And when you come back, we'll go ahead and go over it. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so the first thing we have to do is make them improper. So I'm going to do 3 times 3 plus 2. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11, so 11/3, divided by 3 times 1 plus 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. Okay, now I'm going to keep it switch. So 3 over 11 times 3 over 4. And again, I can simplify this. I can cross these 2 off and they each become 1. 3 over 3 can be simplified to 1 over 1. Now 11 times 1 is 11. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, and then 4 goes into 11 2 times. That's 8, and I have a remainder of 3. So the answer is 2 3/4. Again, I follow it around this way. Go ahead and pause the video here if you need to. Okay, so that is it for the video on multiplying mixed numbers. What I would recommend that you do is re-watch the video if you need to. You can go back and practice these exact same problems and see if you get the same answer. Or you can even go to iExcel and go ahead and practice some of those problems.